Hello, girls, guys, or otherwise. This is Rich with your belated uh, Witchy Book Club series. We are going through Chapter 8 of the Outer Temple of Witchcraft. As per usual, there will be a link in the description below um, where you can get your own copy. I do suggest that you get your own copy from an independent bookseller or witchy shop, something like that. But if that is something that is not able for you to be doing, then yes, go ahead and get it on Amazon. I do believe it comes directly from Christopher Penzak. He does fulfill fulfillment through Amazon, or yeah, the Amazon fulfillment program. I think that's how he does it, but I do believe it's directly from him or from the publisher. I am trying a little different of a setting for the camera, so do tell me if this setting for the camera and whatnot is to your liking, because it just looked really kind of bleh whenever I reset up my computer. And to let you in on a little thing before I go any further, um, so I just now set up my computer. I've been back. I got back on Monday night. I worked Tuesday and Wednesday. I was off Thursday and Friday. Worked Saturday. Today is Sunday, and I'm just now doing this video, just now getting my computer set up. Have not touched anything, that I brought back yet. Just have not gotten to it. Thursday and Friday, I basically took pictures and reorganized stuff in the garage for eBay and whatnot. So yeah, that's something that's been going on. Something that I've been doing is trying to focus a little bit more on eBay than YouTube, because eBay is going to be the supplement income for this household. And that's something that I needed to take care of, and something I needed to do for myself and for the household. I do have not only Jelly in here, Jelly's over that way. Karen is actually on the alternate altar, which I'm going to be redoing the witchy room layout. I am actually looking for a new desk, because as much as I love this desk, it is too small for what I need to do. So I do want to reuse this desk somewhere else in this house, because it is such a nice little desk, but it doesn't fulfill all the needs for me in this room, doing videos and doing eBay and whatnot. So yeah, it's just a little too small for me. Anyway, with all that going on, yeah, I finished the reading on Friday night, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, I should go make a video. We went out bowling on Thursday, and my legs are jello. They are still hurting on Sunday. They run a special where you can bowl like 2 hours, as many games as you want. And yeah, we went down there to go bowling and had a fun time, but yeah, we got hurt doing that. We're using muscles in bowling that we usually don't utilize. So yeah, Friday was kind of the I don't want to do anything. I just want to sit here and try to recuperate. Saturday, like I said, I was at work and got home, and I'm like, I really don't feel like I can sit there and make a video. I don't feel like I can even put my computer together, as far as hooking everything up. And now being Sunday, I'm like, I'm late. I have to make a video. People are going to wonder what the heck's going on. And I've already missed one of the videos for the Witchy Book Club series and whatnot. I don't want to make this a regular thing. So, plus, it does not appease the algorithmic gods of YouTube. All hail the algorithmic gods of YouTube. If you would like to appease the algorithmic gods of YouTube, go ahead and make sure you like, subscribe, dislike, and if you dislike, comment why. If you want to comment for any other reason, just go ahead and comment down below. It all appeases the algorithmic gods of YouTube. Hit that bell notification if you have not done that. perhaps YouTube might get their act together and let you know whenever I make a video. Anyway, you will be seeing 2 videos coming out today. I have not prepared anything for the Christo-Pagan Sunday, but I think I might do a parable video. So that's going to come out shortly after this one, because this is going to be minimal editing. One other thing that I have to say is that I have decided to get rid of, or not get rid of, but stop utilizing the arm, the boom mic. I am still using the regular mic, and I'm going to show you. I have a little stand here that I've put it on. So yeah, that's a thing that's going on. Hopefully the sound is coming through the way that it's meant to. Hold on, we got an issue here. Okay, I think we're good there. Okay, so hopefully the sound is coming through as it's supposed to. I am still figuring out how to do everything, but I think this might work out a little bit better because I hit the mic less doing this with my arms and whatnot. So anyway, without further ado, we should all be at chapter 8 of the Outer Temple of Witchcraft. Go ahead and open your books. And I don't have a lot of notes on this, basically because it is similar to chapter 7, where we were talking about water and fire, or fire and water. This is lesson 4, entitled Air and Earth. So we're going through the elements. He gives a lot of exercises in this chapter. Not a lot that I really feel like I need to do. But let's go ahead and do, in our grandest of traditions, look at the first sentence or 2 and see what we think about the opening of this chapter. He starts out, air and earth, sky and land, partners eternally linked as images of the god and goddess in pagan mythology. Okay, not a bad opening. He's certainly had stronger openings, but overall not a terrible opening. So I want to move on. This is going to be, like I said, fairly short as far as these Witchy Book Club videos go. To page 144, he says, air is the element of the mind. Like our minds, the sky can be clear and sunny, full of peace and serenity. I have no comments on this. I think this is a wonderful way of portraying air, a wonderful way of stating what air is as a whole. Of course, there is more nuance to it. It goes deeper than that, but this is a good jumping off point. So, continuing down. Through our breath, we speak and communicate. One breath must be exchanged for another. Again, this is the give and take, the balance aspect. I like it. Breath is also associated with the life force. We have actually talked about this. Sorry, I have a Karen, and she is being a little nosy. She can sit right up there. Okay. We have talked about this in former videos, in past videos, about the breath of life, and the breath of life being a substance, or a way of giving something sentience. So even in spellcraft and whatnot, giving come here, come to Papa. No, okay, bye. So we have talked about the breath of life and what that means in spell work and how we can utilize it and whatnot. So I like that he actually touches on this. Not in the same aspect that we were discussing. However, it does bleed over, which is the wonderfulness of Christo-Paganism, is that you have this bleed over from one thought process, one philosophy to another. I think it is well done, it is well articulated, and yeah, I overall like it. Okay, moving on. To page 145, the tool of air is traditionally the blade. I have discussed this in the past. I disagree with this, but I want to read the paragraph that he has here, the next paragraph, because I can see why he says this. He writes, "Such blade symbols seemed odd to me. The sword is mightier than the pen, and I originally thought the pen would be more appropriate. But our language holds the keys to our air associations, even if our collective memory has forgotten. When we talk about the mind, we describe it in terms of being sharp or dull, like a blade. We tell speakers to get to the point, the culmination of their truth. When people misuse the power of the word, twisting words and messages, betraying truth, we say they stabbed us, cut us, or ripped us. The power of words cutting is not only symbolic but energetic. Those who see auras often find energetic rips, tears, and holes in the aura of someone who is verbally abused or under constant verbal assault. The truth is energetic. It resonates with us or rips us." So I can understand by his explanation here as to why one would see the blade as an air tool, because you have the energetic, the way that it makes you feel and whatnot. I understand that. From a physical aspect, I still disagree respectfully, of course, but I do like the way that the justifying is here. It is probably the only way that I've actually seen it justified in a way that is overall logical and just makes sense. I want to continue on to page 147. He writes, the tool is important but symbolic. Use a nice letter opener. He's talking about the Athame here. Use a nice letter opener. Many are shaped like swords. Carve a wooden knife. Use a butter knife if you have to, but use something. Don't wait for the perfect Athame to find yourself waiting years. When you claim your truth, it won't be perfect and will continue to evolve. So as you search for your truth, allow your blade to manifest in the way most perfect, and if it, like your truth, doesn't come to you, go seek it out. I found this in a stark contrast from other ritual tools. This tool, he's saying, if you don't have an Athame, find one, use something, do something to have an Athame, which I found kind of weird because everything else is like, oh, okay, when it comes to you, that's when you're meant to have it, which is more so the line that I'm on. But here he's saying use something. And I think it has more to do with the reason that it's an energetic truth than it is that you absolutely have to have one. I am kind of in disagreement here that you have to have ritual tools. I am okay with people saying I don't need ritual tools. I don't want ritual tools. I think it just clogs up the space. It definitely can. If you look around me, I am very cluttered around here. This is something else that needs to be done in my personal life, is getting things organized. But that's another note for another day. Moving on to page 154. As the element ruling your first home, earth energy is about being present, grounded, and centered in the moment. People who are flighty and spacey, what others accuse as typical New Age behavior, lack earth elemental energies. Okay, he's giving a down and dirty description of an earth element type of energy, and I think it's well put in here. I think it's well articulated, so I have no comments on this. I think that is it is fairly well described. So, moving on to page 155, and if you're wondering what I'm doing with my hands here, it's nothing really. It's just like whenever I read, I need something to occupy my hands so I can keep focused and whatnot. So if you're wondering, that is not anything particular that I'm doing. It's a way to focus while I'm reading to make sure that I don't stutter and stumble as much. I don't know if that's actually a thing for other people. It's apparently a thing for me. So, continuing on to page 155, the first thing we rule that we have sovereignty over is our body. But again, we cannot rule it harshly. We must rule with it, not over it, in partnership. It is a temple, a treasured resource housing the other elements. It must be honored. The same law can be said about any other physical resource, from food and clothing to land and buildings. Okay, I'm going to stop there just for a second and go down to the bottom of the paragraph. So many religions seek to bring us out of the body, but witches know the key to the spiritual while in the body, to meld and merge all elements in a harmonious whole. Okay. Hold on. McAfee's doing a thing. Okay. So, yes, I totally agree. Our body is all the elements. And instead of trying to rule over it or get to a place where we are just ethereal and out of body experience all the time, I think that we need to learn to meld and learn to be in harmony with our own body, with our own selves, and have that harmonious balance of the body and the mind and the ethereal and the earth and all that. So I do agree that we need to have that balance. We need to make that balance. We need to achieve this balance. So I do agree with him on that. Again, like I said earlier, he has a lot of exercises in here. So that is actually all the notes that I actually have for this. He does have some homework here. Complete exercises 19 through 26. Record your experiences in your Book of Shadows. If you can't complete your tool quests, simply continue the search for the right blade and earth tool. Continue journaling regularly. Okay. I have no notes for that. I'm probably not going to do the exercises like I've already stated, but I do encourage regular journaling. Again, I've gotten out of practice on it. Need to get back. So, he does have some tips here. To put air into your daily... Hold on. To put air into your daily life, pay close attention to your words and thoughts. Do you speak what you are thinking? Do you think one thing, but say another? Are you true to your word? Do you effectively express your thoughts and ideas, and do others understand them? Most importantly, do you listen when others speak to you? Pay attention to your breath. Notice how the breath changes as your mind changes. Do you hold your breath when tense? Does it speed up when excited? Can you calm down your thoughts by taking a few deep breaths? My yoga teacher Stephanie says, breath goes where the mind goes where the breath goes. If you can control one, you have a better chance of mastering the other. Watch your words, mind, and breath for greater understanding of the air element. Okay, that was a big mouthful, but I do agree with him. If you are somebody like me that gets anxious and you have anxiety and whatnot, try breath work. Try sitting back and just, being in that moment, being like, okay, I'm having an anxiety situation, and I need to breathe through this. and I need to think of this, as an exercise and just try to breathe through it. I know it's more difficult and more complex for different individuals. For me, who has anxiety that can be controlled through regular breath work and regular type of meditative practice and whatnot, that is something that I found that works for me. Again, your mileage may vary depending on anxiety, depression, all that stuff. So I do definitely suggest speaking to somebody about anxiety and whatnot. If you have a psychiatrist, psychologist, somebody, some sort of therapist that you can talk to, definitely go do that, because I think that is wonderful, for one. For two, you might find that with certain medication that you may or may not need to be on, that the anxiety that you do get, the normal anxiety that you do get on a daily basis, might be able to be controlled with a little breath work here and there. So, some things to expand upon or to look into for your own daily life there. He goes on to put earth into your daily life. Pay attention to your body. Truly pay attention to all sensations of your body that we normally ignore, from your clothes texture to the sensation of a breeze to the touch of another person. Listen to your body's message about hunger, temperature, and health, and partner with it. Bless your meal before eating it, giving thanks to the goddess and god and all plant, animal, and mineral spirits that gave themselves to you for you to eat. It will also energize and purify it. Do this with all food, not just your nutritious whole foods. Bless your snacks, medicines, vitamins, and desserts. Anything you put into your body, fill your body movements, and exercise your body in a manner correct for your health and lifestyle. Take care of your body as a temple in the world. Okay, no comments on this, because I agree. Your body is a temple. Your body is something that is in and of itself a temple aspect. So we should be treating it in a temple aspect and giving it the nourishment and whatnot. I don't always do that, as evidence from me drinking coffee, even though coffee is kind of good for you, and I will argue to the death about it. But yeah, I smoke, I drink occasionally, I eat terrible foods. I don't always take good care of my body, and I realize that, and I recognize that, and it's something that I need to work on. But yeah, I do agree with him that snacks and foods that you put into your body should be blessed, or should be seen as a way of nutrition for your body, and it's something that I need to work on. So yeah, I need a jolt of caffeine because it's one of those lazy days around the house. So anyway, that was chapter 8, lesson 4, entitled Air and Earth of the Outer Temple of Witchcraft. Again, you can get your copy in the description box below. And while you're down there, go ahead and leave a comment, like, dislike, do whatever you want to do. Hit that bell notification, make sure you hit subscribe, and I will see you later on today for the Christo-Pagan Sunday video, where I think we're going to do a parable, or maybe I'll just do some bibliomancy and open to a chapter and verse, and we're just going to go with whatever we find. I think we might do that. Let me know. Anyway, well, by the time I see it, you'll already know. But yeah, anyway, until next time, may you have love, hugs, and ladybugs. Bye-bye.